Hello everyone. A big welcome to all of you joining in today. I'm Shraddha and I'll be host for today's session on project management roadmaps. If this is the first time with attending a Knowlathon webinar, welcome to the family and we are super excited to have you all here. So we will keep this session interactive. So quick poll before we start. How many of you are already managing the projects in some way? Like even if your title doesn't say the project manager, just raise you can just raise your hand that you are already managing the projects, leading the teams, but not yet have that project manager tag. Okay. You know, by 2030, the world will need around 25 million new project managers. And that's not a random number, that's a research done by PMI. And so the big question after this is, are we ready for this growth? And more importantly, where do you fit in? Like, how can you upgrade yourself or upskill yourself to fit into those 25 million new project manager jobs role? And how can you become one? So that's exactly what we are going to explore today, whether you're just starting out or managing projects already without a formal certification. This session is going to help you understand your next steps. Now, coming to our expert speaker, I'm excited to introduce Mr. Nandhakumar Swaminathan. He brings 22 years of experience in the IT industry, working across Fortune 500 companies and specializing in project, program, and portfolio management. His passion for teaching is unmatched, and I'm sure you are going to enjoy this session. So please feel free to drop your questions in the Q&A box anytime. We will take them towards the end. Over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Shraddha. So, very good morning, very good evening, very good afternoon, or very good midnight from whichever part of the globe that you have joined in. I am from India, and it's right. It's going to be a midnight for me right now. Okay. So, before we jump to Q&A, I had this as the agenda in my mind. We started talking a lot about project management in the future. So let's just spend a couple of minutes trying to understand first what is project management all about. Then I would like to spend a couple of minutes understanding what are the key fundamental skills that the project management profession demands. Okay. And Shraddha talked a bit about the future scope. I'm just going to briefly talk about it. With respect to the sectors that are going to experience a lot of growth, and what is it that makes PM or project management more aligned to the specific growth that we are speaking about. And then I'd like to spend a few minutes on the certifications that you can choose for your career boost. And again, I am going to be it's not going to be in depth because there is knowledge is a huge ocean. So I'm just going to kind of introduce the high level things, or at a very high level, the most popular ones. And I'd like to spend a couple of more minutes with respect to which probably certification could be the best for you to choose and start. Okay. And finally, we move on to the live Q&A. So I mainly have about 5 agenda points that I quickly wanted to talk in brief, and then we move on to the live QA. So I expect to take about 20 odd minutes or 20-25 odd minutes, and then the rest of the time I would like to hear more, and I'd like to make the rest of the more session interactive. Okay. So first is, before we jump into project management, what is the definition of a project, or what do you mean by a project, right? So many definitions available, but I picked up two. One which is from Pimborg Guide 7th edition, and second is from Prince 2. So Pimborg formally defines project as a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. Prince 2 defines project as a temporary organization created to deliver one or more business products according to agreed business case. Okay. So what are the key highlights, or what are the key takeaways why from the definition? which is more important as compared to the definition itself, right? The first is the temporary nature, which essentially means that you have a definitive end, a definitive start, a definitive end, and projects are certainly different from operations or business as usual. In other words, you need a unique skill set to manage projects. You obviously some of the project management principles, which are general management principles, also apply to project management, but there is a distinct distinction between operations management and project management, and the focus on project management is very essential to be successful in today's competitive world. Okay, the second most important thing is projects can be standalone or they can be part of the organization's program or portfolio. Projects, programs, and portfolios are all value delivery systems uh, that are undertaken by organizations to create or deliver value to the stakeholders, which is the ultimate aim. Okay, and obviously, uh, the business case is going to focus a lot on alignment to the strategic objectives, and again, the temporary nature. And if you see, the output of a project could either be a product, it could be a service, or could be a result. It could be any of one of those things. But that's essentially what we are looking at when we look at what you mean by a project. Okay, so I mean, why is this important to understand the definition so that you can also map to your own experiences in your own organizations to see what you are doing? Is it really project management or is it generic management? Okay, having understood the formal definition of a project, obviously what is project management is all the activities that you're undergoing to take to manage projects, right? But again, let's look at some specific definitions. Again, two, one from PMBOK um, guide, which is the seventh PMBOK guide, seventh edition, and another one from Prince 2. Okay, so PMBOK defines project management as the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activities to meet the project requirements. It is referring to guiding the project work and to deliver the intended outcomes. And project teams obviously can achieve these outcomes by using a wide range of approaches, which is either predictive, hybrid, or adaptive. Okay. Now, key highlights as far as the definition is concerned. Please remember that project management, we are looking at the outcome-based approach as compared to output-based approach. Okay. So map it to the output outcome benefit chain, but that is one of the most important things that has to be remembered as far as PM is concerned, or the focus of project management is outcome-based approach. Okay, and obviously you need to have a variety or a wide range of skills, knowledge, tools, and techniques. Obviously the certifications will help you build those, but more important to that is once you have the knowledge, it's how you are leveraging the knowledge to apply it to the real world or to your own situation or circumstance to make the optimum use out of it. Okay, now when we come to Prince 2, it's talking more about the planning, delegating, monitoring, and controlling of all aspects of the project and motivating those involved to achieve the project objectives within the expected performance targets for time, cost, quality, scope, benefit, and risk. So, Prince 2 is calling out the project focus areas very clearly. At the same time, it is talking about the wide range of activities that the project management needs to do, which means it implies the extensive or the broad spectrum of leadership skills as well as your technical skills that are essential as far as being able to manage projects effectively. Okay, there are two highlights I've called out below. This is very important to understand, which is what makes project management unique. The first statement that is being made is project management industry agnostic. What does that mean? It means the project management principles are applicable irrespective of the industry under question. Okay, so in fact, for many of who are from the IT industry, you would all possibly definitely know many of the advancements in agile typically have their roots from the manufacturing industry, right? So there is a lot of cross industry collaboration that happens as far as project management is concerned. And the second thing is project management is job function agnostic. The agnosticity plays a very important role, which makes project management a truly, uh, 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 I mean, it makes project management a kind of a job function where it gives or opens up a lot of avenues for you by Job function agnostic, it means it's irrespective of the job function that is being undertaken to produce the results. The project management skills, knowledge, skills, and techniques are still going to be applicable, right? So again, it means within an organization, there is still a lot of collaboration that is possible across your various job functions. Okay, so these two statements are very powerful as far as project management is concerned, and that is lays the foundation for the versatility, at the same time making sure that people who have these skills are in demand in the industry at any point of time. Okay. um, Shraddha, just a quick check. Hope I am audible and visible. And
Yes, sir. Yeah,
okay,
you're audible and
right. Uh, so the next thing I want to spend a couple of minutes is to understand what are the key skills that we talk about when it comes to project management. Okay, uh, there is no specific definition because obviously it's a wide spectrum, a broad range. What I've just tried to do is try to put it in three different buckets, which is predominantly your project management hard skills, your project management technical skills, and your project management soft skills. Okay, now the intent again is to help you kind of do a mapping of your own skill set, do a mapping of your strengths and weaknesses to each of these buckets. And obviously any of the certification programs or any of the PM knowledge is going to be focused on all of these skills. Of course, when you're looking at more specializations, it's going to look at one specific focus area at one point of time. Okay, so I mean, many of these things, if you have already been working in a project environment, it's not going to be something new. This may be well known to you. In fact, there could be some terminologies which may be new, but once you have those certifications, you will come to realize that you have been doing those things unconsciously. And once you get to know the terminologies, you feel you're more aligned. Okay, one thing I really want to call out of all of these, that if you look at the project management soft skills, a sense of humor is essentially definitely required as far as project management is concerned. In project management, there is a lot of complexity involved. You have a lot of human interfaces, a lot of human interactions, and sense of humor really helps you get along a lot. So while it may come across as a surprise, it is definitely effective as far as the industry is concerned. Okay. The other things I think are straightforward, and obviously the technical skills and your hard skills based on the frameworks or the methodology or the development approach that you choose, they are going to be more specific to that specific. Okay. Again, coming to the soft skills, I would really as I said, the when you look at project management principles or you will look at general management skills, a large subset of your general management skills are applicable to project management skills as well. Okay, so you can look at it as an intersection between both of these. Now, Shraddha did talk about the numbers in terms of absolute numbers based on specific researches that have been done. What I would like to call out is the there's definitely a lot of projections which go to say that this particular field has uh, increasing demand, and again you have to map it to the industry agnosticity as well as the job function agnosticity, which gives this particular professional function wide or a diverse set of opportunities, not only locally. It is definitely a global demand, as you see, because in today's era, most of the projects, they are uh, cross cultural, cross country, and they do navigate across the world at this point of time. So there's definitely a lot of increasing global demand. Uh, some sectors that have been explicitly called out here are the IT, healthcare, and manufacturing. But by and large, all industries definitely, as far as PM is concerned, because again of the industry agnosticity and the job function agnosticity, there is definitely going to be demand for PM skills, right? And PM skills, they mature more and more with more of experience. Once you have the fundamentals and you start applying them to the real world problems, to solve the organizational problems and deliver value to the stakeholders. Okay, so that's the third thing. Again, the transferable nature of project management skills, it allows for flexibility. It also allows you to be adaptable and be or make yourself ready to be to be in demand irrespective of the industry at this point of time. Now, what are the, in other words, what are the, when you look at each one of these factors, for example, when we look at high demand and career growth, uh, the major things are, or rather, it is more about the global expansion in the external environment that is creating a lot of job opportunities or a lot of opportunities as far as project management roles. Again, I am not going to focus on the title of project management. It's more about the accountability and it is more about the responsibility that a person undertakes as far as his particular role is concerned. Because going with the title is not going to help. You may not have the title, but end of the day, what is more important is whether you are performing the role and you have the accountability as far as the skill set is concerned. Okay. Now, again, what are the different kind of opportunities? Industry flexibility because of the industry agnosticity. You have a lot of demand in freelancing and consulting because of this recent COVID, and obviously because of the work-life balance preferences. There is a lot of demand for remote kind of work as far as PM is concerned. One emerging area is your hybrid project management. In project management, you have two extremes. One is the predictive, and another one is the adaptive. But PM always works on the principle of generating the best ideas by looking at the best of both the worlds, and then you need some kind of commitment or uh, mm, some kind of convergence to focus on a certain thing, right? So when you start looking at hybrid management, your project management, you're looking at the getting somewhere in the mid of the spectrum, with one end being the predictive, with the other end being the adaptive, and you're trying to see how I can get the best of both worlds, how I can foster diversity, at the same time arrive at some kind of conclusion, arrive at some kind of commitment to have a focus on the BI. Okay. Uh, the kind of evolving roles and the skill set that's required for them. Agile project management is one area that definitely is evolving a lot based on the changing circumstances. Your technological skills, which are more specific to a specific domain or a specific job function. Soft skills is again is more from a generic management perspective, but again it plays a very important role as far as project management is concerned. We are looking at a lot of human interactions, and unless you have emotional intelligence, which helps you develop these skills to have better social networks, it's going to be difficult, right? So that is also plays a lot of important role. Coming to specialized roles, as I mentioned, it's a diverse set. So there are a lot of focus areas. So one can be a generalist and at the same time be specialist in specific focus areas. But the general demand is more of T-shaped individuals, which is more of having a breadth-wise approach, a breadth-wise knowledge, at the same time having deep in-depth knowledge on specific areas or specific specializations. We look at what are those specializations as we go a little ahead. And how does this whole PM thing make a difference? Two main things. One is obviously the positive impact because PM helps organizations to deliver their projects with more of effectiveness and efficiency. And projects are one of the important value delivery systems as far as modern organizations are concerned. And PM obviously fosters a lot of innovation and change. So these factors also help make a difference to the profession. Okay, and these are some things which um, we can definitely look at the future scope, and the PM uh, obviously has evolved over a period of time. One of the most important changes over a period of time is movement from a output based to a outcome based approach. Okay. Um, just a quick check, Shraddha, can I go ahead? Uh,
Yes, sir.
okay. So There are obviously a lot of certification bodies out there. I have picked up three. One is PMI, which is based out of US, and obviously all these three bodies have uh, acclamation or they are recognized across the globe. Uh, PMI is more from US. Axelos and PeopleCert is based out of Greece. Axelos is based out of UK. The reason I mentioned Axelos slash PeopleCert is because PeopleCert is the certifying body, and Axelos has the IPR of these specific certifications, which also have moved to PeopleCert over a period of time. Initially, these were with APMG, and finally, you have APMG, which is based out of UK. Okay, the what I just intended to put out here as a quick reference or a quick slide deck is you have each of these certification bodies offering you generic certifications PM as well as specialized certifications. Okay, so the generic certifications you have as far as PMI is concerned, you have CAPM, which is at IT level, and then you have PMP, and then we have the individual specializations on risk management, business analysis, PMO, ACP is on agile, CP is more focusing on the construction industry, and CPMI is the latest one which focuses on cognitive project management on AI. AIML is the hotcake at this point of time. It's the future, as we all know about it, right? So similarly on Axelos People Cert, you have Prince 2, then you have Prince 2 Agile, which is fusion of your Prince 2 applied to Agile frameworks. MOR is more of management of risk, which focuses on risk aspect. MOV is management of value, which focuses on your value management. P3O is projects, programs, and portfolio offices. It is more focusing on the PMO role. Again, if you look at APMG, there are a lot of certifications that are available. For example, Agile DS is more focused on specific digital services as far as the IT industry is concerned. And you have a lot of certifications again that APMG has with respect to your generic project management as well as your specialization, right? For example, just to take CP3P, it focuses more on public-private partnership, and you have specific certifications which are like aimed towards PMO or Agile Business Analysis, which is Agile BA. And then if you're looking at a integrated approach, projects program portfolio, you can look at Praxis. And again, if someone is wanting to focus more on benefits, you can look at managing benefits. For those who are looking at, I mean, most of the leaders would be change ambassadors, and they would be doing a lot of change management as far as organizations are concerned. Uh, if they want to focus more on that, they can look at change management, which is again, uh, I mean, there is a bit of change between a lot of changes between project management and change management. But as I explained earlier, projects, programs, and portfolios, they are all value delivery systems intended to bring about changes in the organization and that work in tandem with your operations of the business as usual. Okay, so this just to give quick glance. Again, if you look at Agile, there are about 50 odd frameworks that are globally recognized. The most common one out of them is Scrum, but you do have others like Kanban, Lean, which are flow based, and then you have other things like Crystal, which is a scalable Agile framework by itself, which scales itself depending on different team sizes and the different organization sizes. Okay, so having said that, what is the next step, right? So you need to make a choice. Am I going to start off on project management, or I'm already doing project management and I'd like to specialize on any of the specific focus areas as far as projects are concerned? For those who use Agile heavily, they may wish to look at the in-depth knowledge as far as Agile project management is concerned. And finally, those who are looking at integrated approach, there are different options available for them as well, right? For to those who would like to start off with project management, they could probably look at PMP or Prince2. And those who are looking at Agile, they could look at PMI-ACP or Prince2 Agile or Agile PM. Of course, there are other framework specific certifications as well. You have SAFe, you have Scrum Alliance, etc., etc. Okay. Uh, the third part of this particular figure is more looking at your various project management specializations that are available. As I mentioned, you can specialize in risk, you can specialize in business analysis, you can specialize in PMO. Industry specialization, I mean, for example, you have PMI CP, which focuses on construction industry. Uh, and business cases is more about viability of projects. So you could look at better business cases as one of the option. Sector service, I again meant by, for example, if you look at Agile DS specializes as far as digital services in IT industry is concerned. You could also look at PM for SD, which is more on sustainable development, uh, depending on the sector. Okay, and again, you have certifications which focus on change management or benefits management. And finally, if you're looking at an integrated approach, you do have the um, Praxis framework, which looks at an integrated approach to project program and portfolio. Okay. Uh, yeah. So these are uh, the agenda items that I had in my mind, just to give a brief overview on these 5 points. Um, and I think I would, Shraddha, I think maybe you could take over at this point of time for the rest of the things. Yeah,
Yes, sure. Yes, sir. You can stop sharing.
sure.
Yeah. Uh, so now we are ready for the Q&A session. So
Just
if you
give me a
have
minute.
any, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yes, my screen has to. So yeah, let me. Okay, let me go back to this. All right. So okay. All right. So yeah, I think I am able to look at the Q&A. So yeah,
So yes, participants, you can ask your doubts, questions, any questions you have regarding the topic and regarding as this webinar is about the career roadmaps in project management. You can ask your doubts, what uh, what you can do, what you should do, and all those things. Okay, we have a doubt.
let me. Okay, I think uh, Prakash, is there any specific certification that are related to PM in marketing operations? Okay. So, uh, I mean, are you asking, is there any marketing specialization as far as PM is concerned? Shraddha, people will be able to speak, right?
No, we have turned the camera and mic off.
Oh, okay. So the answer to okay, there is okay. So Prakash, as I mentioned first, is PM is a job function agnostic. What I meant by specializations were within project management. You look at various focus areas like scope, time, cost, quality, risk, benefits, etc. Okay, I was looking at that as the specialization as well as the industry and the sector. So if you're looking for something that is specific to marketing, I don't think there is anything that available which is more specific to marketing. It is more about within your job function. If you are able to acquire your PM skills and able to um, look at projects within marketing, which provides more business value, then I think that should be more specific. So, for you, I mean, for people, I mean, you may want to start off with a generic project management course and then look at any of the specific specializations that you are wanting to look at. So it is not about specializing within a job function per se. And again,
Prakash,
yeah,
sorry, sir. Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, and again, more as I mentioned, marketing operations. See, when you are looking at operations, we also call it as a business as usual. You would want to look at operation management principles, but you would definitely need projects to bring in changes to improve the efficiency and the effectiveness of your entire uh, job function, right? So you may want to look at project management from that aspect.
Prakash, I hope you got your answer. You can give a thumbs up if you got your answer. Your doubt is clear. Okay. Okay. He has got the answer. Any more questions? By the time you raise the questions, I'm giving the feedback form here in the Q&A box. Uh, do give us the feedback so we can improve the sessions from like we can improve the next sessions. Others, you can ask your questions. We are taking the Q&A. Any question? Uh, Kaula, can you just ask your question in the Q&A box? You have raised the hand. You can ask the question in the Q&A box. Any doubts you have, you can ask here. We have an expert here to answer to your doubts. So don't miss this chance and ask your doubts here. Okay. I think there are no more questions. So firstly, I'm giving the website link, contact details to connect with us. Along with that, I am also sharing our social profiles. So you can connect with us there. And if you have any more doubts, then you can contact us directly. So can you share the last screen? Last slide, like 12th slide?
Oh, sure. Let me. Yeah. Which one you wanted me to share?
12th slide.
This one?
Previous one,
This one?
12th one.
Okay.
No, the offer one before the Q&A.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
So for the attendees, we are having like For our upcoming project management batches, we are having 20% off for first 20 bookings. So give us a call on this number. I have also shared the number in the Q&A box. You can copy or keep it with you. Otherwise, you can reach out to us on our social media platforms, and then we will guide you the further. So do check out our project management courses. We are accredited by PMI, People Cert. So by top certificate certifiers we are accredited by. So whatever trainings you will get, those will be the quality trainings. So do check it out the website. There you will find all the information. Otherwise, you can directly contact us on the call or the mail, and we will be there to help you and guide you throughout your journey. If you have any questions, you can ask in the Q&A box about this offer or anything. I'll just wait for a minute or two for your questions, and then we can wrap it up. Caller, if you have any questions, you can put it in the Q&A box. We can't unmute you, so you can put your query questions in the Q&A box, and we'll be happy to help. Okay.
Shraddha, is there any further questions? I don't see anything on my question. Oh,
No, nothing as of now.
okay.
Yeah.
No, but I see somebody raising the hand.
Yeah. Caller, if you have questions, you can put it in the Q&A box. We are here to help you. Otherwise, we can wrap it up the session.
All right.
Um, do give the feedback. I have already shared the link, feedback form link. So do visit that and give us the feedback for this session so that we can improve the next time. And thank you so much all for joining. Thank you, sir, for this insightful session where you have practically talked about which certification to take and what to do the next. So it was really insightful and practical. So thank you, sir, and thank you all of you to joining us on the today's webinar. That's it from my side. Again, thank you so much. I hope to see you again, maybe inside one of our upcoming training sessions. Until then, keep learning and keep getting certified. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Shraddha. And yeah, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night to all those from whichever part of the globe they are. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah,
That's good. And thank you. I'll be signing off. Thank you. Bye bye.
yeah. Thank you.